Hello and welcome to the Rumblin' Man YouTube channel. I'm Rumblin' Man, and this channel is a relevant channel for today's guitar and bass players, in which we are constantly seeking a better tone, better gear, and better musicianship as well. So if that's up your alley as a guitar or bassist, then please hit the subscribe button, because I want you to be one of my subscribers, and I want you to check out these videos, and I want to chat with you in the comments. All the above. All right. If you're a return viewer, do me a favor, go on and hit the thumbs up button today so that we can start this out with a bang and get lots of views on YouTube. Okay. Long story short, this is a guitar tone video today related to amp modeling, specifically modeling a Vox AC30. One of my best buds is a friend of mine who's a fellow YouTuber by the name of Michael Wolf from the YouTube channel Wolf Guitars and Gear. And if you've seen my channel a lot, or seen his channel a lot, and you know we've collaborated a bit in the past. But Michael has challenged me to make a patch. The thing is, both Michael and I enjoy modeling and amp simulation and things of that nature, but I prefer Line 6 Helix, or more specifically Helix LT, but Michael prefers Fractal. So basically, his challenge was for each one of us to make a patch in only 10 minutes time, him on Fractal and me on Helix LT. And it's a patch centered around the Vox AC30 electric guitar tone. And the ultimate challenge is to make something usable in only 10 minutes time. So in 10 minutes time, we get a usable basis of the patch set up. And then off camera, after that 10 minutes, we can spruce it up and get it release ready. So we're each making videos in which we build the patch and sample the tones. For me today, it's going to be combined into this video. You're going to see me build the basis of the track, and then you're going to hear the final result as well, which you also heard in the intro just now. So Michael, challenge accepted, my man. Let's do this thing. So without any further ado, guys, let's go on over to my HX Edit screen, and we will proceed to start getting this patch set up. Okay, so here we are with 10 minutes on the clock. It is morning to me because I spend my nights out late playing music. So it's, okay, it's now 1:01 p.m. So we're gonna try to go till 1:11 p.m. And the key here is to make a usable patch, and then to do a little tweaking later to make it release ready, which is gonna be minimal tweaking because we wanna do the basics in this next 10-minute period, okay? So you're looking at the screen, this is HX Edit. If you're using any HX products, you need HX Edit on your computer for optimum success, all right? So amp and cab. Let's take a look at what we've got here. All these beautiful, beautiful options. We're gonna go with the Fawn Normal, AC30 Fawn, okay? So how does it sound? Sounds like that. Very cool. That's a great basic tone. Now, here's what I like to do as far as the Helix goes. Now, keep in mind, I'm using Helix LT, and this will be an ideal patch for the Line 6 Helix LT, but you can also obviously use it with full Helix, and the full Helix will give you even more, customization options. So whether you're using Helix or Helix LT, you could totally use this patch. You could totally get it in the store after I'm done tweaking it, okay? And then toward the end of the video today, you'll hear a little bit of the tweaked, finished version. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Where this multi is, we're gonna go on to path 2. And so now we've got both lines at our disposal. Something I always do is I always put reverbs at the end. Okay, so I'm going to have a primary reverb here, not a shimmer. Isn't that neat? But I want to do a pretty basic primary reverb, maybe a dynamic plate. Yeah, that's cool. A little more decay, a little more pre-delay, a little more mix. All right, so that's going to be our primary reverb. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bypass here, and I'm going to assign it to my furthest foot switch, but that's not the only thing that switch is going to do. Okay, so that's going to be primary reverb, but I'm also going to have a secondary reverb. The reason for this is I play a lot of ambient guitar, and you probably do too, because I've got a lot of viewers that are worship players. I learned to play ambient guitar and the benefits of it while being a worship electric guitarist. I'm not currently a worship electric guitarist, but I now use that ambience I learned about for every instrument I play, except pretty minimal on bass, obviously. But so I love to do ambient stuff, so, you know, worship friendly. So for this reverb, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the first reverb off. This is a glitz, which is a modulated reverb. And that's nowhere near what we need, all right? We need way more pre-delay, which is kind of a secret weapon for ambient stuff. Cool, but we need to last a little further. Nice, but we need to hear it more. That's good for now. I can tweak that a little bit before the final release version. So bypass assign, we're gonna put that on foot switch 11 as well. So now, foot switch 11 toggles. So this is our glitzy reverb. And this is our primary reverb. So the difference is, oh, we do want trails though, because I don't want to interrupt. Oh, that was an accident. Edit, undo, set parameter. I accidentally turned the pre-delay all the way down. That's fine. Okay, trails on. I definitely recommend always having trails on. You don't want any abrupt surprises, okay? 5 or so minutes are remaining on the clock right now. So let's talk about drives. With the AC30, I've always used like a tube screamer kind of drive with that. So no need to make an exception. I like to use multiple drives, 2 or 3 different drives for an electric guitar patch. So Scream 808, bridge pickup. Sounding a little harsh. So it doesn't blow your ears out when it comes on. So bypass assign, I'm going to put this at foot switch 3, okay? So that's a good basic first drive. May throw in a phaser after that, as some people do, okay? That sounds really terrible. Turning that off. tweak the settings on that a little bit. So very cool drive settings here. Now we also want to be able to toggle the amp drive on and off, because amp drive can be really nice. So right now we've got it at 5.7. That's with the distortion pedal. But let's say we're up here, what would it sound like? That's pretty cool. So what we'll do is we are going to make it to where we can toggle that. So we're going to go to bypass assign, and we'll do it, say, foot switch 4 could be our amp drive. So let's go look at that bypass. And instead of it being a bypass, we're going to make it a drive. Controller being foot switch 4, as I said. No, we don't want the bypass. We're going to clear the assignment. All right, so with the minimum drive being 5.7 and maximum drive being 9. All right, so let's see how that goes. Now, what if we pair those two drives together? Now you see what I'm getting at, all right? 2 minutes left on the clock. How about some delay, huh? How about some delay? Crisscross, that's cool. So 1 minute left on the clock. So obviously I can't completely finish this setting in 1 minute or in 10 minutes time. You just need a little more time than that when you're doing these things. But here's the basics. I've got a distortion, a modulation, an amp drive, a delay, and 2 reverbs that toggle back and forth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fine tune this and spruce it up a little bit, assign things to the right places. And then what you're going to hear next is going to be the new patch, which is going to be finished. And I'll tell you a little more about it after we listen. Let's check it out. It's pretty cool tones, huh? I'm very pleased with the final product. I was surprised because I thought before shooting this video, I thought that in that 10-minute time period, I thought I'd be able to get the bulk of it done in 10 minutes time. But in 10 minutes time, I really was only able to get the framework done and get something that you could use, but really that's not as usable as the final product. So in 10 minutes, we got a basis set, but I'm not as fast as I thought I was as far as that goes. However, following that 10-minute time period the other day, I did spend some time, I'd say total of a couple hours at the most, just kind of touching up the tones, assigning them to foot switches, and the result is a really cool patch. It's a mono patch, and I'm calling it Classic Rig 1 by Rumblin' Man. And you just heard the 8 snapshots that I set up. And then we also have Stomp Mode. And if you look, my Stomp Mode is pretty cool. In position A, we've got a 4 decibel boost. So for me personally, kind of the way I was thinking about this patch was that, you know, I want it to be like, okay, you know, back in the day when I was still using an amp and pedals, you know, when I was younger, I'm thinking, you know, say my amp had been the Vox AC30, what effects would I have wanted at my feet? What pedals would I have wanted at my feet? And so basically, for me, there's always got to be some kind of boost in volume because you're going to take a solo or play a lead line, you know, ambient worship lead lines in church. And so a 4 dB boost really comes in handy for me. And then we also have a tube screamer. That's our overdrive pedal. Then we also have amp drive, and that switch is going to increase the drive of the amplifier itself. We have chorus. And then bass boost is this. I noticed that when I really turn up the gain and play on the bridge pickup, some of that time I'm missing a little bit of low end. So the bass boost is actually going to boost the low end on the amplifier a bit to kind of get us a little more bass frequency in there. Then we have our phase switch, simple delay switch, and then the verb select, which goes between the regular reverb and the ambient reverb. So pretty cool, pretty functional patch. Really both in Stomp and Snapshot mode. It's pretty cool, and I will probably get some recording use out of this patch, and you're welcome to this patch as well. I have a link in the description of this video where you can get this patch in my online patch store, and it's going to be very affordable. Just to say thanks for watching, and so that you can have, you know, the flexibility of a good functional basic AC30 patch in the Helix or the Helix LT, which is what I have. So anyway, this was a lot of fun, and Michael and I do have some more tone challenge videos coming up because we're also going to be doing, he challenged me as well to a Marshall patch. So we're going to be looking at that, and then I'm thinking I'm going to have a challenge for Michael too. So make sure you stay tuned to the Rumblin' Man channel and Wolf Guitars and Gear, because we've got great content coming up for guitarists and bassists alike, okay? So God bless you guys. Thanks for checking out my video today, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.